My name is Miguel Duran. This is the South Phoenix Light Rail Torque Analysis, and this is for my class in English 102. Are you tired of false promises? Getting promised one thing, receiving another? Well, that's what was happening here in South Phoenix with the light rail construction along down Central Avenue. And journalist Stephen Heesh from the Phoenix New Times wrote South Phoenix and South DCO's constituents voted to keep light rail, and he published it in 2019 in regards to the issues that pertain to the community in which the South Phoenix Light Rail is being built on. My thesis for this was there is overall effectiveness in the article because the author is able to build credibility for his claims as well as the ability to appeal to ethos and logos. However, his lack of appeal to pathos does hurt the overall effectiveness. So I start my body paragraph 1 off with a bit of background information on what the issue with the light rail is and purpose for it, as well as who wrote the paper and who published it. Anyways, as I begin, to start the article off, it explains basically that every district in the Phoenix Council voted to keep the light rail construction going. However, Proposition 105 was something that was started by residents in the South Phoenix area that basically wanted to ban all light rail construction in the city. And even though they were the ones that started it, there was another district as well as that wanted to be against it as well, which was the Ahwatukee area. And even though the Ahwatukee area and the South Phoenix area, were for banning light rail construction, they voted in favor of keeping it going. They also do show the end result of the polls that reveal percentages for every district on, what they had decided on. And, a lot of residents that live in the South Phoenix area, they complained about how the city officials had failed to adequately inform them that constructing the line would actually cut back the number of traffic lanes on the road, which in turn would lead to less consumers. With that being said, though, a lot of businesses have lost traffic as well as customers just because their location and their inaccessibility to the business because of the construction site. It just was like a deterrent to them. And the main purpose on this too was just to inform the public about the light rail proposition, to keep them informed on the current events on it, and just being able to be on top of the current events on it. And like I said in the previous in my background information, it was Stephen Heesh who wrote it for the Phoenix New Times, and he published it back in 2019. So the residents of the Phoenix area are basically the main audience. More specifically, the ones that are affected by the Proposition 105. So I put down here a map on where it's most located. It's generally people from like 19th Ave all the way to 40th Ave who are affected specifically in this area, as well as people from Ahwatukee area, which are right behind the South Mountain area right here, that live right here. They've been affected by it as well. So they say. There's also other propositions or proposed light rail constructions along down I-17, State Route 51, and also I-10. But these are not necessarily in the South Phoenix area. And, the main message, like I said, the purpose is the same. It's just to inform residents of Phoenix about the current events. And, after that happened and all, they were talking about it. And, the Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego would even tell us, the audience, the residents of Phoenix, in a way to kind of make us favor her because, people were kind of feeling a bit uneasy about the situation now. She just decided to tell us that, this is a credit to our city employees and confidence in our budget process because she believes wholeheartedly in the Valley Metro light rail construction. And she wants us, as well to be in favor of it because, it's supposed to help the society, help the city as well. My body paragraph threes, it was about one or two paragraphs actually connected together. I just wanted to get a little bit over on the ethos, pathos, and logos connection. I want to start off with my ethos. So my ethos connections on this paper, I felt they were strong, but they weren't the strongest. They did have good quotes, good credibility. It was city councils, the Phoenix mayor, even a vice president of a public relations company, pretty credible people that were talking about the issue. But I felt like a lot of the input that they gave us just wasn't as important or as beneficial to the argument. Logos, however, was very strong, just for the fact that it's all factual, it's simply objective, and it was just straight facts. It was at the end of the article, they revealed the percentages and data for the polls. How many people voted in favor of it, how many people didn't vote in favor of it, percentages, what districts voted, how many people voted. And I felt like that was very strong. That was something you can't argue against because it's facts. Facts don't lie. That was credible. However, the pathos wasn't as present as the rest of the two. It was there, but it was very minuscule. It was probably about one or two sentences just where the author kind of expresses acknowledgement of them, of the South Phoenix residents having concern over the light rail. But as far as that, that's as much as he dwelled into it. There just wasn't really much to go off of. And like I said, the proof is in the pudding. There's evidence. He laid it out for us. He showed us the results. He put the word out on it. And then that's how you perfectly use objective evidence. There is no, it's facts don't care about your feelings, but they were still able to put it in there and, put it out there and let us know the results. And that was Proposition 105, which was created by South Phoenix residents, specifically the business owners, to stop Valley Metro construction light rails and all of Phoenix, not just South Phoenix, but all of Phoenix. So if you voted no, that meant to vote no on keeping it going, and if you voted yes, that meant vote yes on stopping the construction. I know it sounds a bit confusing, but that's how they made it out. And a lot of people felt as though that was cheating because people didn't understand. A lot of people felt vote no meant vote no on construction, and vote yes meant keeping construction. So I felt there was a bit of non-transparency there. However, in conclusion, I felt like this paper was overall effective. It it did bring a lot of points in. It had a good credibility. It was a pretty solid issue that was pretty current back in 2019. Not so much now due to COVID and other more important issues going on, but during that time, I remember hearing a lot about that light rail construction, especially being a resident of South Phoenix myself. But however, the not having so much pathos did hurt the paper a good amount. That's probably what stopped it from having a 10 out of 10. So that's why I decided to cut 2 points off of there. And another good point I like to bring up is the impartialness. It was it's hard to stay impartial on a paper, especially when it's controversial like that. But I feel like Stephen did a pretty good effort of making that through. And I feel like that's what's most important. This is my works cited, Phoenix New Times. South Phoenix and South Ditch's constituents voted to keep light rail Phoenix New Times. The end. Please leave any comments, questions, concerns in the comments section below. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.